Just going for 40. All right, you all are probably done with 40. Nice work. All right, next we're gonna do some walkouts to a couple push-ups. So get your feet set so they're gonna be right underneath your hips. And then go ahead and hang it down to the mat so your fingertips are on the ground. Get a nice big bend in your knees so you're really looking to get a stretch down the back line. And then you're gonna walk out to a high plank position. And for these first two, let's go ahead and drop to our knees. We're gonna do a modified position. So hands are underneath our shoulders. We're gonna drive those elbows back, chest all the way down, and come back up. Do 2 of those, and then come back up off your knees. Walk your hands back to your feet, keep those hips high, and then all the way to stand. All right, let's do that again. Hang it down, walk it out. You can stay on your knees or toes, it's your choice. 2 push-ups. And then hips high, walk those hands back to your feet, all the way to stand. And one more time, hang it down, walk it out. Couple push-ups. Hips high, walk those hands back to your feet, and then go ahead and come to stand. And then actually hang it back down one more time, walk it out to that high plank, and we're gonna go to a dynamic spider. So take that right foot off the ground and bring it forward, set it on the mat outside your right hand. Go ahead and drop that back knee, and then you're just pushing on the inside of that right knee. Pull that right shoulder back, look over your right shoulder, and then square your hips back to the front. You're going to a half split, shift those hips back, flex that right toe, looking to get into that right hamstring. A bend is fine, right? Bend in the knee is fine. And then just lean over that front leg. All right, crawl it back forward. Take that back knee off the ground, right foot back to your left so you're in your high plank, and then go the other side. So left foot lifts, bring it forward, drop that right knee, push on the inside of that left knee, pull that left shoulder back, look over that left shoulder, keep pushing on the inside of that left knee. All right, square your shoulders back to the front, and we're to that half split. Shift your hips back, lean over that front leg, really working to keep that toe flexed. And then crawl back forward, right knee comes off the mat, and we're back to our high plank. We're gonna do that 2 more times, but we're gonna go a little bit faster, okay? So right foot forward, left knee down, push on the inside of that knee, look back. All right, square it back to front. Back to that half split. Crawl it back forward, back to high plank. Left foot comes forward, right knee down. Push on the inside of that left knee. And then back to your half split. And then back to your high plank. And then go ahead and do 1 more each side at your own pace. 1 more each side at your own pace. These are so great in the morning. Hips and spines, love it. And once you're done with those, go ahead and come to your feet. We did a few of these last class, but let's just talk about a few form things here on the air squat. So get your feet set. They're about shoulder width apart. Try to keep your toes pointed forward as much as you can, but you could do like about a 15-degree turn out with your feet there, okay? So bring your hands out about chest height, and then think about pushing those hips back like you're closing a car door, right? And then from there, you're gonna push those knees out, and then coming down into that full squat, right? Knees out, get that full squat, and then come up to stand. So just go for 6 to get those warmed up. You might be feeling Tuesday's squats a little bit, and that's okay. Good, yep, keeping that chest up. Nice work, y'all. Cool. So you'll hear me a lot just giving different verbal cues. Just do your best. You know, if you hear it and you're like, well, I didn't quite hear it, I assure you I'll say it again. So keep listening for those little things to improve your form and technique, because that's kind of part of the process. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to show you is the workout of the day that we're going to do today. So last class, we did an EMOM, right, which was every minute on the minute. This one is called an AMRAP, and you'll see this one often. The AMRAP and EMOMs are what you'll see a lot in this class. So AMRAP stands for as many reps or rounds as possible, and our time frame today is going to be 3 minutes. So for 3 minutes, you're going to work through 5 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 15 air squats. So you're going to work through those 3 movements as many times as you can within that 3-minute window. And then once that 3 minutes is over, you're going to take a full minute rest. And then you can see it there in the brackets. We're going to do that 3 times. So after that 1 minute rest, you got 3 more minutes of work, another minute rest, and then a final 3 minutes of work there. Okay. So I want to talk about these movements and just a couple of modifications, you know, dealing with wrist injuries or, you know, anything else that might be going on. So if your wrists are bothering you, a good modification is to get something to do the push-ups on, right? So dumbbells are lifted off the ground. So instead of your wrist being flexed back right here, it's going to be able to stay in full extension, right? Versus this position. So if your wrist is bothering you, you can always do your push-ups on dumbbells, right? And so you'd still be in that position to come up, okay? So it's a couple other modifications. We've talked about being on the knees, right? So I could stay on my knees and do push-ups here, right? All that's doing is getting rid of a little bit of body weight, right? So I don't have to use my whole body weight. Another option is start on my toes to come down, full body weight, and the knees to come back up, right? So I'm training the descent with my full body weight, but I'm getting a little assistance on the way up, okay? If that still is not quite enough for a modification yet, you're just going to raise your target a little bit, right? So now I don't have to go down as far, but I at least have a target to work on. And then if that's still like this is just too many reps, right? I need it too higher. These are my dirty old slippers, but so then I can put my target even a little bit higher there, right? But the importance of the target is you'll be able to see progress, right? Of that having, you're like, oh, I don't need that target anymore. Now I can drop down to the ground. So those are all great modifications for the push-ups. Sit-ups, let me remind you how to do those. So go ahead and grab a seat on your towel or your mat if you're not there already. And bring the bottoms of your feet to touch, right? That butterfly position where you're gonna come back, fingertips behind your head and in front of your toes. So just try like 3 of those. See how those are feeling, because we haven't done any of those yet today. And then you have 15 air squats. So you're just going to keep cycling through those 3 movements as many times as you can in 3 minutes, and then you'll get a minute rest, and then we'll do it 2 more times. Anybody have any questions or need any other modifications? All right, well, go ahead and get your music on, and how about we'll start in about 30 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna start with those 5 push-ups. We're only working for 3 minutes, then we're gonna have a full 60 seconds rest. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Happy Friday, y'all. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. 5 push-ups. And then you're on to your back, 10 sit-ups. Well, once you're done with those sit-ups, onto your feet, you got those air squats. Remember, get those feet set about shoulder width apart. Push those hips back. Get that full depth. Keep working to get all 4 corners of your feet on the ground. Right? You don't want to be shifting forward or back. And the reason you're pushing those knees out is to activate your glutes, activate the back of your body. Once you're done with those 15, get back to push-ups for 5. Then back to 10 sit-ups. Woohoo! Nice job, y'all. Way to move. Got about 80 seconds left is all. Then we got a break. Let's keep moving. There you go. Good job. Keep working to keep that chest up, right? Can't squat here. Superhero chest at the bottom. Nice flat back. Nice work, y'all. You got 40 more seconds. Maybe getting started on that 3rd round. "30 seconds. Real close. "10 seconds. Nice job, y'all. Keep working. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, you got a full minute rest. Grab a sip of water if you want it. And then we'll do it again. Okay. All right, we'll start at the 4-minute mark. 2 more times here. Just keep working on that quality of movement. Gaining strength with every rep. "10 seconds. Start with those 5 push-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep driving those elbows back. Keep your legs engaged. On to those 10 sit-ups. And then onto your feet. Finish that first round, 15 squats. Keep working to keep that chest up, knees out. Nice work, y'all. Over a minute in. Nice job, y'all. Way to keep ticking away. We're over halfway through the time. Just keep collecting those reps. We're almost there, y'all. We got rest coming. Just keep it up. Thirty seconds. Last 15 seconds, y'all. Keep it up. You're almost there. 10 more seconds. You got rest. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whoo-wee. All right, we'll rest till that 8-minute mark. Then we got one final time, starting back at those push-ups. So this is a good example of a interval workout, right? You got 3 minutes of work followed by only a third of your work time, right? You only got 1 minute recovery compared to 3 minutes of work there. So how fast can you recover each time and then go do it again, right? Can you get the same score all 3 rounds? 20 seconds. Third and final. 10 seconds. Starting with those push-ups. 3 minutes of work is all, y'all. We got this. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep it up, y'all. Last round here. Keep it up. Just keep collecting those reps. Keeping that quality of movement in mind. Another good modification for squats is to have a target, right? Here's a little, I don't know what that is, maybe a 12 or 14-inch stool, right? I can come down to that target, really work getting my knees out, all 4 corners of my feet down, my chest up, and then stand up, right? Another great modification there. Here we go, less than 2 minutes. Nice job, y'all. Keep it up. Keep working that depth on the squat. Without that depth, you're gonna get really quad dominant. Getting that depth works the back of your body there. It's worth it. Little over a minute is all, come on. Keep it up, y'all. Short time, 45 seconds is all. Every rep counts. Keep pushing those knees out, getting that depth. Last 30 seconds. $20 seconds here, come on. Here we go, y'all. Keep it up. 10 more seconds. Every rep counts. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew. Good job, y'all. We made it through all 3 rounds. Good stuff. All right. Last thing we have today is a little bit of midline work. Put that in the chat box. But for right now, get a sip of water. You know, work to take some deep breaths to slow down your heart rate and recover. And we'll get started on this midline in about 1 minute. Okay, so for the midline today, last class, did we get to some planks? I feel like we did. Maybe we did 40 seconds or something. Anywho, so today we're going to do 3 rounds. You're going to do a 1-minute plank, and then we're going to go on to 10 hollow rocks, which that will be a new movement for us. Okay, so go ahead and make your way back to your towel or your mat and lay on your back. I'm going to go over this hollow rock, and it's best if we do it together because there's several progressions. So you can decide, you know, what level are you at with your hollow rocks now. I think hollow rocks are very challenging up front, but once you get them, you know, then they just become strength challenge, right? It's not necessarily the skill of it, it's just that they're hard. Okay, so if I'm laying on my back here, go ahead and bend your knees. So your feet are gonna be flat on the ground, and then go ahead and pick those up off the ground. So you're in what's kind of called the dead bug position, right? So the key here is I really want my low back into the ground. So the way I'm going to do that is if you think about your pelvis as a bowl, then it's like you're tipping that bowl up towards your face to get that low back in, okay? So once you're there, now lift the shoulders off the ground and then bring your arms out forward with your palms facing down. So that already is probably engagement, right? And then go ahead and reach your right leg out long, point your toes, and then you're just gonna do a little rock here. Do a few reps, and then go ahead and rest, come back down. So that's already can be challenging, right? Having one leg out, okay? So now let's try another way. So lift those feet up off the ground, shoulders off the ground, arms out. Actually, let's bring our arms up over our head this time. And then reach that right leg out, and now try to rock. Okay, now go ahead and reach both legs out and rock. All right, so that's your full hollow rock where your arms are extended, both legs are extended, and it's almost like you're the bottom of a rocking chair in the way that you move, right? So as your legs come up, then your shoulders are coming down, right? As your shoulders come up, your legs are coming down. So kind of like a teeter-totter, but you look a lot more like the bottom of a rocking chair, okay? So we'll do a 1-minute plank, and then we'll go to 10 hollow rocks. And on the planks, we're gonna do 30 seconds high plank, and then we're gonna come down, we'll do 30 seconds on our forearms there, okay? So we'll do the minutes together, and then I'll give I don't know, a minute or so to get the hollow rocks done, and then we'll get back on the clock together for our planks for the next 2 rounds. All right. So we're gonna start with that 1 minute plank here in about 15 seconds. And you know, anytime if you fall out of a plank, it's not a big deal, right? Catch your breath, get back in it when you can, right? The way that we get stronger at these things is pushing through that barrier a little bit and just getting back in it when you're ready, okay? All right, so we're gonna start on our hands here. I'm gonna go in 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, up. We're 30 seconds here on our hands. So let's think about how can we get active in this position. Spread your fingers out wide, getting the center of your palms on the mat, and then push through that space in between your shoulder blades. Think about tucking that tailbone under a little bit and keeping those legs active. We're gonna go down to our forearms here in 3, 2, 1, down. So in this position, you want those elbows right underneath your shoulders. If you look at your arms, they kind of make an 11. Yeah, I like to spread my palms out. Sometimes people like to do more like thumbs to the sky, whatever works for you there. But keep pushing through those legs. You got 10 more seconds, y'all. If you fell back out of it, just get back in it. Come on. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. Sometimes a minute feels like a long time. All right, so next, let's go to our back. We're gonna do those 10 hollow rocks, right? So let's get in it together, and then you can decide, you know, which level you wanna work at today, okay? So I'm on my back, my heels are off the ground, my shoulders are off the ground. I can go palms forward, I can go palms overhead, 1 leg, 2 leg, any of those. Go ahead and do 10 reps. And then once you're done with 10, go ahead and rest. Nice, good job. Yeah, so on those, just keep trying to visualize that you're kind of the bottom of a rocking chair. And it might feel a little bit awkward at first, but that's okay. That's why we practice. It's a cool thing about fitness, right? You can always add to it, you can always take away from it. So good news is we're adding to it right now. All right, let's start at the 45-second mark there. So we've got 15 more seconds to rest. We're back to our high plank. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, up. Get right in it. Think about push up through those shoulder blades. Get those legs active. And then just hold. Try to keep that breath nice and steady. Get that low back involved by tucking that tailbone under a little bit. 10 seconds, then we're down to our forearms. In 3, 2, 1, go. Or down rather. So remember those elbows are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. You're still pushing through that space in between your shoulder blades there. And it creates a little doming effect. Then push through those heels, think hamstrings up towards the sky. You got 10 more seconds, y'all. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Yay, only 1 more of those, y'all. All right, back to our back. You got 10 hollow rocks, whatever variety you prefer there. Break them up if you need to, just going for 10. Those certainly feel exponentially harder after planks. Get your 10 reps and then take a break. All right, let's start that final plank here in 30 seconds. This is it, y'all. We got about 2 more minutes of work and we're out of here. 20 seconds. Starting in that high plank. Here we go, 10 seconds. Last 1 minute plank. In 5, 3, 2, 1, up. All right, last 30 seconds here in this high plank. You got it. Let's keep working to stay active. Halfway through here, then we're down on our elbows, or forearms rather. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, down. Again, keep pushing through those shoulder blades. Get active in that upper back, tucking that tailbone under. We're already halfway done, y'all. Last little bit, get right in it. If you're shaking, that's okay. It means your body's working hard. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo-wee. Done with that business. All right, last 10 hollow rocks when you're ready. This is it. Phew. Nice job, y'all. Finish those 10 reps and we're done with our second workout together.